Hello and welcome to your Queen Elizabeth revision session number 3, and I hope you appreciate the high quality graphic that is being used for the opening of this video. So as I've said on previous sessions, can you make sure you've got your revision booklet to hand, revision guide and also exercise book, and as we've said before, a little bit of time reading over this week's topic in advance of the session. Okay, so our first challenge really here we're looking at is the revolt of the Northern Earls. Okay, so what we need to do is just keep this simple for revision. We need to break it down into a cause culture challenges to Queen Elizabeth, and also the way people, particularly Catholics within our own country. So it's a simple cause and consequence table, and this is done obviously from memory. I want you to summarise the religious causes and the political causes. Okay, I would suggest making at least 2 suggestions for each. So you've got 4 causes. Think of it as a monarch, but also consequences for Catholics within the country too. Okay, once you've finished that, you can move on with the video for an explanation of task 2. Okay, and here we come to the plots, or the foreign plots against Queen Elizabeth. We've got 3, obviously. I have added some information. So we are looking for a missing name of the plot here, looking for the year of 2 plots. For each of the plots, we're looking for the aim. Bit of a clue, it's fairly simple within each one, okay, but there are subtle differences. And the who column is important, okay, because there is slight change of focus. Some people are consistent throughout all the other 2 following plots. And then we've got the obvious consequence of each plot is they fail, okay, but we're looking more like consequences for either the people involved or consequences. You could use your revision guide afterwards or your exercise book to check that you have completed that table correctly. And the final part of this week's session is a learning grid to be completed from memory, and it covers a lot of key terminology from the early part of the course. So we've got Elizabethan society, we've got reference to the religious settlements, we've got reference to Elizabeth's problems, we've got relationship with Spain. Okay, so as always, this is to be done from memory. I would allow yourself 10 minutes to begin with. And we want to put a brief description, but make sure it is in context with the topic and it's related to Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so we know, for example, hierarchy refers to a structure from the top down, but we would want to be putting something like hierarchy refers to the structure of Elizabethan society. We know that nobility are the people nearest to the monarch. Okay, so that's a perfectly acceptable explanation there. Okay, those will be checked when we come back to school after Easter, and there concludes revision session number 3 for Queen Elizabeth.